Hey everybody. My friends were debating upon the subject of how electricity flows through a wire, and I pulled it up on Google, and it said there's a large debate about how electricity flows through wires. So I was looking in my book, Atomic Suicide, on the subject, and I remember reading something, number one, so I was looking for it, and this is what I found. Oops, there goes the paper. I always like leaving notes and things and books. Okay. So this is what I found. And they're saying that energy's spiraling through the wire. Let me try to focus this in now for you guys. There we go. And you can see it. It says, magnified thought rings moving around mind source. That's A. B is a sliced section of an electric current illustrating motion around its source of energy from which it was extended. So that sounds like the source of electricity is in the center, the still center. The still magnetic light is flowing through the wire. Essentially, well, it is the center of the wire, and an electric current sent through a solid cable of this dimension would be a series of rings, like A and B. It would be a very weak current, for there would be a very large hole of non-motion within it. So, that's something to think about. Slow, faster, faster, faster. So the larger the wire, the slower the flow of energy. The expression of energy is around the surface of the wire. See, I knew it flew around the surface. So it seems to be looking like the electricity is flowing around the surface of the wire more than anything else, because it's spiraling out towards the surface. See how it goes out from the center, and then ultimately it's traveling along the surface of the wire. Not necessarily the surface. Well, yeah, I guess it would be the surface, like, as much of the surface as it could get to. And the density of the electrons would probably be consistent with the heat it generates. If you've got an overheated wire, then your density of electrons is too great, and it collapses the stillness. That's probably why wires melt. Because the stillness is voided. I wouldn't say voided. I would just say things are changing. I mean, the stillness is never voided. Even liquid, solid, you always have the still magnetic light. But it just gets changed, I guess, dispersed, if it becomes a liquid from a solid. Yeah. Because the still magnetic light centers all bodies of mass. That's how these people like Ed Lidscallon were able to levitate things. Is they found the center of the body of mass, the exact center. And how they found that, I don't know. They probably used some sort of devices to find it, electrically, and then they were able to levitate these things, I theorize with the moon or something like that, but yeah, anti-gravity is possible too. The moon controls the tides, and they're non-magnetic. There's a lot of good questions there, how that all happens. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. So electricity does travel around a wire, not through a wire. Because people were saying, no, electricity travels right through a wire, through the center. But how can electricity travel through the center of a wire, people, when there's no motion in the center? There's the most motion at the outer area of the wire. You know, the outside of the wire. I should do this because I do this is confusing. But yeah, it's around the wire. The electricity flows, not through the wire. All right, get it right, people. That's my lecture of Walter Russell's atomic suicide for today, I guess. Peace, and I'm still working on my stuff, so I'll have more updates for you guys later. Later.